Well, hello there. Good morning. It's Phil Thatch, and I'm back at Chickamauga Dam, but this time I don't have a long lens and I'm not here to do bird photography. I'm doing a photo walk today. I'm using the Nikon Z5II, and today I'm using this tiny 24 to 50. It's an f4 to 6.3, but I'm going to be shooting everything probably at f8 today. Just a little f8 and be there photo walk. And just look how little it is. It's tiny. Of course, now let's see. When you're actually using it, the front pokes out a little bit. It stores smaller than it shoots, which I like that. Some people complain about that, but I have several lenses that do that. And I really like the ability for the lens to get smaller than it needs to be when it's shooting, when it's stored. Anytime I can have less space taken up in my camera bag, I'm happy. So, but this one wouldn't take up much space, even in usage mode. My first shot of the day was of this Domino's pizza sign. I thought it was kind of cool looking by itself with a bunch of vegetation behind it. And I also caught the moon in the shot, so that might turn out kind of interesting. So here's the first photo of the day, and I was just driving past this and I said, that looked pretty cool. And I ended up turning around and coming back so I could get a photograph of this Domino's sign. The pizza restaurant is just out of frame to the left, but I just wanted the sign, and I liked the way the light was on it, and I liked the vegetation in the background, and I liked the moon right here over on the right hand side of the shot. So that was kind of cool just to get me started for the day. And this was 24 millimeters. I shot everything today at f8, and this is 1/640th of a second and ISO 100. I have one shot here that I've got a pretty good idea that I want to make, if I can muster up the courage to do it. And let me get down to the fishing pier, which is a pretty decent little walk, but I could always use a little walk. It's good for you. So I'm going to work on that and we'll see if it comes out. So now I'm at the dam, and the dam is way over here to the right. And this is the Tin Bridge Railroad Bridge. And I don't have this just right. I didn't really have my mojo working for me just yet. The light's not good in this. But there ended up being some photos that are kind of similar to this later in the video that I like a lot. So I'm showing you this one that I don't like a lot, and it's 24 millimeters, f8, 1/640th of a second, and ISO 180. Here's another shot kind of in that same vein. I liked getting somebody in a car or a bicycle or walking with the railroad bridge also in the shot. And this one's not very good either, but it's a little better than that first one. This one's 31.5 millimeters, f8, 1/640th of a second, and ISO 560. This is the first shot where I've switched the camera over to highlight weighted metering, which I thought was fun to play around with today. Usually I control the exposure with exposure compensation. And what I'm trying to do when I do that is save the highlights, and highlight weighted metering did that for me. So that was really pretty cool. And this is an up close shot, rule of thirds, of one of the birdhouses there in the dam area with the railroad bridge in the background. This is 30 millimeters, f8, 1/800th of a second, and ISO 100. This is the shot that I had in mind, and I was actually down here at the dam the day before doing bird photography, and that day there were 11 people in this area right here on the fishing pier. Well, today there was only one, so that was kind of a bummer. But if I had gotten a shot with 11 people, and they're always concentrating on their fishing, they don't pay attention to me playing around with my camera, that could have been a cool shot. Also, if you look really close, there's an osprey up here flying right there. This is 24 millimeters, f8, 1/1000th of a second, ISO 100. Here's another photo of the fishing pier. I was on this concrete sidewalk that curves around really close to the dam is where I'm standing now. And now there's 3 people, maybe 4 on the fishing pier, but still not as many as I was hoping for. This one is 50 millimeters, f8, 1/500th of a second, and ISO 100. I like the way this light was hitting light number 12 with the bright light coming on the right-hand side and highlight weighted metering, keeping that from overexposing. And I like the way the shadows trailed into the left-hand side. The first shot I made of this, I kind of blocked this tower. And so I made another shot to try to balance the crane and the tower in the background. And this one is 50 millimeters f8, 1/800th of a second, ISO 100. Now we're getting closer to the shots that I ended up liking quite a bit yesterday. We've got a little bit of foreground tree and got the railroad bridge and somebody walking that's in nice sun, but kind of surrounded by shadows, and the railroad bridge in the background. This is more like what I ended up really liking later in the video. This one is 35 millimeters, f8, 1/500th of a second, and ISO 100. Hope you enjoyed those photos I made at the dam. And you know, I was using highlight weighted metering for a lot of those, which has been an interesting experiment. And now I've wandered through the River Park entrance into Chattanooga State Community College, and I may see if there's anything fun to photograph here. Here's my first shot over at Chattanooga State. I guess this is a forklift of some sort, and I thought it was cool looking, so I went over and made this photograph at 27.5 millimeters, f8, 1/1250th of a second, and ISO 100. Here's another shot of that forklift. I thought the tires on it were interesting. These are not pressurized tires. They don't have air in them. It's just all rubber. And this shot is 27 millimeters, f8, 1/400th of a second, ISO 100. This is one of the buildings at Chattanooga State, and I liked this support, this concrete support, and the way it was shaped, and I liked the way the light was hitting it, and I liked this shadow, this triangle-shaped shadow in the background. I thought that was really cool. So I made this shot of it from a distance, and this is 36 millimeters f8, 1/500th of a second, and 100 ISO. And then I went closer and made this shot, and I thought this shot looked better in black and white, kind of a Tim Childers style photograph. And this one is 50 millimeters f8, 1/640th of a second, and ISO 100. Look at that triangle-shaped shadow on the bricks. I thought that looked so cool. And this is my last shot from while I was wandering around at Chattanooga State. I like the way this building had these windows, and they had great reflections of another building on the other side of the area. So I made this shot, and it is 24 millimeters, f8, 1/640th of a second, ISO 100. All of these photos today are handheld. I wasn't really thrilled with what I was getting over at Chattanooga State, so I came back over to the dam and made a few more shots. And right now, there's a train stopped on the bridge with the engine facing this way, and there's a light on it. And I found myself a spot under this tree that I could frame the little house on top of the railroad bridge and the train engine around these leaves coming down from this, I guess it's an oak, and then catch people as they're going across the Riverwalk concrete path. Made a few shots of that, as well as some stuff before that. So let's take a look at those. Now I'm back in the area just downstream from the Chickamauga Dam, and there's a public restroom there. And in between the door for the men's room and the ladies' room is this water fountain. And I made this photograph at 24 millimeters, f8, 1/250th of a second, ISO 400. Now we're getting there. These clouds really helped my photos. And also, a lot of times there's trains going across this railroad bridge, and here's a little secret. On this particular moment, this train was parked on the railroad bridge, and it was in a spot where it looked really good. So I was able to make a number of photos with the train in this exact spot. And this one is 50 millimeters, f8, 1/800th of a second, and ISO 100. The highlight weighted metering was working well for me, and this lens was making beautiful photos, as well as the fantastic Nikon Z5II. Here's a tree with a power tower and an Acura with bicycles going by. I thought the tree was cool. I thought the clouds were cool, but I thought the Acura going by with the bicycles added to it. And then in the background on the Riverwalk, there's a couple walking, and they're all framed up quite nicely. So this one turned out pretty good. It's 37 millimeters, f8, 1/800th of a second, and ISO 100. Here's another photograph of the train that is not moving on the railroad bridge, and somebody walking by on the walking path there. The Tennessee River Park is what it's called. This one's 50 millimeters, f8, 1/1000th of a second, and ISO 100. Now we're just about to my favorite shot of the day. I'm under the tree. This is where this bridge will open up. They don't use it anymore, but it will open up, and the people that controlled it stayed in this house-looking building on the top of the bridge. Got the train stopped on the track with that light lit, and I've got it framed up to where there's a break in these foreground foliage that kind of frames the train and this part of the bridge. And then I caught it with this lady going by with a stroller. This one is 36 millimeters, f8, 1/800th of a second, and ISO 100. And here is my favorite shot of the day. It's basically the same description as the last shot, except for I really like the guy on the bicycle with the orange or red, whatever color that is, shirt. And I think he looked over and saw me, and then he said, I wonder what that guy's taking a picture of. And then he looked over at the train. So we're focusing on him, and he's focusing on the train, and that makes us look at the train. And then what I didn't mention in the previous shot, this sign, which is angled for people in boats to see as they come up the river, is making leading lines pointing towards the train. And of course, the railroad bridge makes a leading line pointing towards the train. So anyway, just love this, and I like the shadows, and these clouds really helped. Just all around good. You know, if you go out and do a photo walk and you come back with one photo that you really like, it's been a good day. And I really like this photo. This one's 36 millimeters, just like the last one, f8, 1/800th of a second, and ISO 100. I have one more from that same spot. This time it's someone on a bicycle that has, I think, 2 children in the trailer. All the other features are the same. Although this one does have a bass boat over here on the right that I like a lot. I still think I prefer this shot. I think this one is my favorite, but this one's not bad, and it has the same settings as the previous 2. So here's another shot. This is that same Riverwalk path, but now I don't have the railroad bridge in the picture. Now I'm looking to the left of where the railroad bridge is, a little bit downstream. The light is coming in kind of this way. You can see shadows are in this direction, but I still have plenty of light on my subject. And because the light's not right on him, it's coming in from the side a little bit. It gives all of the things in this shot some depth. This light pole has some depth. Light number 28 has some depth. These huge things that they tie barges to have depth to them, brighter on this side, darker on this side. And of course, the clouds are fantastic. Just really cool. Things got a lot better right towards the end of my shoot today. And this one is 50 millimeters, f8, 1/1000th of a second, and ISO 100. I enjoyed using this lens. This lens is pretty good. I don't have any problems with it. I shot it only at f8, which I think is a good aperture for this lens. It's an f4 if you're wide open at 24 millimeters, and if you're wide open at 50 millimeters at 6.3. So f8 should make it nice and sharp at any focal length. And that's what I shot with all day today, and shooting aperture priority. So the only thing that I was in control of was the aperture of f8, which I left it at f8, and I shot auto ISO, and I told the camera to make my minimum shutter speed 1/250th of a second. So in order to make the exposure right, if the shutter speed got down below 1/250th, it would raise the ISO. So basically automatic, and using highlight weighted metering, so I didn't blow out any of the highlights, or if I did, I didn't blow them out much. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. It makes a photo walk a little bit easier. You can concentrate more on composition than settings, and I kind of liked it. And I think I've enjoyed using this lens. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, reach down, hit thumbs up. If you want to see some more stuff like this, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I sure hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.